get started. I'm going to turn some lights down. It makes it feel a little bit intimate. So sit close to one another. It'll be all right. You know, I call this our special time. I'm going to turn the music down. This is time for us to come to moments where we can find sanctuary. Sanctuary from the busyness and just relax. Just relax into this Easter morning. Most of you know me. I'm Reverend Don. I'm privileged to shape this morning with a special affirmation for us to contemplate. Every Sunday, we hold out an invitation for all and anyone who wishes to join us and share some sacred space. This time. Sometimes we have silence. Sometimes we have a special words. Sometimes we have a guided meditation. It's all pretty nice. But the next few moments of each Sunday morning at this time is shared by our practitioners and occasionally at this morning, like now, one of our ministers, and that's me. So today, I will share by our, what I call affirmation, just for the next 10 minutes or so. And I invite us just to go within. You know how to go within? If you haven't already done it, you close your eyes. Just close your eyes. Follow the breath. It'll take you in. We go within, never to shut out the world. But we go within because we can trust that the kingdom of peace and personal empowerment awaits us right there in your heart. The great teacher of truth, great teacher of light and love, told us so. He said, the kingdom is within. Stop running around out there looking for it. Just go within. And heaven is at hand. So I invite you to listen with ears that can hear. Just listen. The song of spirit. And I have eyes that see within the light of love that is in every human heart. Every heart brave enough to open to the godness that you really are. That's a strange sound to some folks' ears, that God is within us. Simply listen and feel your breath, breathing in ease and grace. And what I do is, at this moment, I wish to share with you a special Easter Sunday affirmative prayer. This came from one of our practitioners, Cheryl Guess. It is offered in celebration of an Easter Sunday that we have going for us right now. And it is called the Easter Sunday Affirmative Prayer. It's titled, I am renewed. I am renewed. For within me is the awareness of one power, one vibrational energy, reverberating throughout all existence, eternally creating and renewing itself. You can feel it if you'll just open yourselves to it. I resonate with this. This is a life force, eternally connected, eternally creating and renewing my life experience, your life experience. And I choose to create a loving and harmonious life, a life full of abundance and joy. And I recognize that my inner thoughts become the law of my experiences. Just think about that. Your thoughts are powerful. So I surrender any darkness within me and ask you to do the same. Surrender it in the light and embrace a new pattern of thinking. Think forward. Think of who you really are. I now release my belief in striving. I do not have effort. And I allow my life to unfold in perfect, divine, right order. God is so present right here in this room. Your very breath is a carryover from the breath of the first breath that God gave to mankind. So I release any belief in striving and efforts, and I am renewed in my mind, in my body, and in my spirit, and renewed where my faith is unwavering. I take a breath on that. Faith that is unwavering. So on this morning, I joyously immerse myself in loving spirit. What powerful words. Loving spirit. Knowing that I am surrounded by endless potential and possibilities for my expanded growth as a human being and as a spiritual being, having my human experience right now. And I take a breath, consciously, mindfully, lovingly, just take a breath. And I gratefully acknowledge this freedom to create the life that I choose. I have the power to choose. You have the power to choose. So choose this life of love and light and joy and service to your world, your corner of the world. I am thankful for divine guidance. I am directed to make right decisions. I receive daily and know that my life is renewed with each breath that I take. Oh, think on that again. Your life is renewed with every breath that you take. So listen. You can hear your heartbeat. It's saying, I am God walking on this planet. I express myself as the spirit of all that can be. So I place my words within this law of mind, and I listen, knowing that life is now perfectly unfolding. Just to know that whether you know it or not in your human experience right now, that life is perfectly unfolding. So be joyful and know that you are renewed with the new thoughts of light and love, loving yourself and breathing, loving your breath. love your breath. Your body loves your breath. I'll close with Dr. Ernest Holmes' comment on The Science of Mind textbook. He says, I give my body, every tissue, every atom, every function, over to the Spirit of life, which is God, which in its perfection itself does now renew and rebuild me even out of itself. We say, God is all there is. And all there is love. Think on that. So on your very next breath, you can feel yourself sitting there in your seats, coming into focus, knowing that you are something magnificent to be. You are loved, not only by others on this planet, but you are loved by that which what brought you to be on this planet. So go and be who you were born to be. An example, a spiritual example. Yes. And I simply say, and so it is. Okay, we can take a stretch.